What's going on, guys? It's starting to get a little nicer out here. It's like, I don't know, 50. And starting to think about what I'm going to mow grass with this year. And thought I'd try to fix this thing up. This one here, deck isn't the best, but the other one I have has a bad transmission. And I was going to try to put in the motor just like this one on here, and I'll show you that in a little bit. And it needs new blades, and I thought I'd show you guys this. Look how wore out that blade is. You know, this blade here I would assume is exactly the same as the one I bought. You see how worn back it is here, and then the little fins, it's completely gone. But the other tractor ended up just being like a salvage operation more than anything. But things about it here, you can see this piece right here completely wore out. So the whole front end was kind of going up inside of this box, and I could not get this engine off of here. The pulley, it just will not budge. I mean, I got that thing all bent to crap trying to get it off. And so what I decided to do is just get all the usable stuff off of here. The other one, the stator's fried, because the person I got it from actually hooked the battery backwards or something and fried everything out of it, and I ended up replacing everything but the stator. So now I got a stator at least. But yeah, some other things that I thought was interesting about this thing is this four-wheel steering setup. That, like, I don't know, I watched some guys that has like mud tractors, and I was kind of looking at this rear end, like, well, this rear end's shot, the hydrostatics in it's wore out, but how far this thing can turn and still, well, let me go to the other side. The tie rod's unhooked. How far this thing can turn and still work. It doesn't get on a bind till it's a little bit further than what it is right here. But if you could like use this front, this rear end as a front end, you could have like a four-wheel drive kind of setup. I mean, you wouldn't want to lock the differential in it, but at least one tire at a time would be turning. And it's really wide. The wheels that actually went on here had like a huge offset that pretty much came clear into here. But I don't know, I just seen that and thought it was kind of interesting. Another thing about this tractor, you can see here, this mount is all rotted away. So it's actually in worse shape than what I really thought it was. But man, that would be sweet if you could figure out pretty much what I was thinking is like, when you're out on the dry, you could, flip the little lever to release the hydrostatics, and then whatever you got in the mud hole, you can engage the hydrostatics. Even though these tires, wouldn't be turning the same speed as the others, they would at least be turning, pulling something. But this is all wore out, so it couldn't be done. But it's just kind of something that ran through my mind. But I got another tractor, and I think it just needs a carburetor clean, but I kind of like to always have, an option. If something breaks down, I have something else to mow with. But I wish I could just go out and buy a stinking lawn tractor, but I don't really have the money to do that. But I guess I'll catch you guys later.